Hello Sagittarius, so I'm doing your weekly tarot from May the 30th to June the 6th. Just to let you all aware, does that even make sense? Just to let you all aware? Yeah, my brain's not working today, Sag. We are in the middle of a heat wave. The UK heat waves are like no other. But yeah, just to make you all aware that there is still that group of individuals who are currently stealing all of my content still and re-uploading their content, my content, onto their shitty AI channels, okay? So please make sure that you're watching my readings from my channel, which is Phoenix Keia Tarot, okay? If my stuff ever appears on a channel that does not have my name connected to it, then you're going to be watching stolen content, okay? Right, inner life for your situation. And this one says, your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. And I would add to that one, not to allow others to disrupt your peace, okay? It seems to be going on fairly regular, okay, where you're just doing your own thing and you've got people interjecting in your life, getting all up in your shit, wanting to know all of your business, just being completely unreasonable. There seems to be a significant amount of very insecure and overly aggressive people that are out on the loose at the moment, doesn't there? Especially like on social medias, more now than ever. I mean, I know obviously it's always gone on. I remember when the very first chat rooms opened up. There you go, that's how old I am. And it was just full of absolute vitriol and spite and hate, and oh man, it was such a disaster. And I remember thinking then, oh man, the internet is such a horrific place. If I wanted to be bullied, I'd go back to bloody high school or some shit, right? But yeah, it's really important, Sag, that you do protect your own inner peace, okay? Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. Make sure that there's no one else that's coming in and sabotaging your metaphorical garden, okay? Making you feel things that you wouldn't normally feel, making you think things that you wouldn't normally think, all basically to try and drag you into their world of ick, okay? You're worth far more than that, Sag, every day of the week. It's never worth having your inner peace being disrupted by some insecure little assholes, okay? Misalignment, there you go, misalignment to go with inner life. Literally, it speaks for itself. Miracles become normal once we face all of the aspects of our life in the same direction, okay? So yeah, abso-friggin-lutely, something or someone has been disturbing your inner world, and it's thrown you out of alignment. It's made you second guess yourself. It's made you question yourself, question why you're doing certain things, okay? Like literally speaks for itself. So here's the thing, Sag. Once you recognize that people like that, they operate on the need to be right, okay? And when they pull other people down, that gives them this false sense of superiority, okay? That's what it's all about. It's all about them and how they're basically just wanting people exactly like you to feel like crap about yourself so they can feel more powerful, okay? The effects of that is you're now out of alignment, okay? So being aware that their behavior says everything about them and it actually says nothing about you. When you're aware of that, you can pull yourself back into alignment, and then you can start to protect your inner life, your inner world, your your inner peace and harmony. Okay. Yeah. Really, really common at the moment, Sag. Okay, so definitely you know that it's nothing personal against yourself. Like, hand on heart, it genuinely is nothing personal against you. It is literally just people being dicks at the moment. Okay, and there's a lot of it that's going on. There really is. Okay, let's see if we can find out more about this. Can you tell us more about inner life and misalignment for a Sag, please? People always reveal who they truly, truly are, don't they? I kind of love that, but also hate it at the same time. Because I hate how they make other people feel, how bad they make other people feel. But I love the fact that they've exposed themselves. Do you know what I mean? Okay, can we have another card here, please, for Sag? Because I don't feel like... Thank you. I was going to say, I don't feel like one is going to be enough. So we've got these 3 aggressive cards here, right? So we will get to them in just a minute. Yeah, the Devil. That's why you've got to feel out the energy. You can never just take one card and that's it, that's the message. You've got to feel out the energy as well. The Devil. The Devil literally needs no introduction. The Devil is as the Devil does. Insecurities again. Projections. Nastiness. Right? I do apologise again, Sag, for me getting my words back to front today. The humidity, it really does play a number on my brain. Like, oh man, it's like literally brain melting weather. The Ten of Swords, the Fool, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is the aggressive energy here. Ten of Swords in this context, because it's also with the Devil, that is self-destruction. So again, you never want to take someone else's behavior towards you and wear it as if it belonged to you. Okay, their self-destructive nature, their own insecurities, their nastiness, you never want to wear that as if it's yours. Okay, we've got a big issue here that's going on with this combination where you potentially have been wearing it. Okay, like, oh man, every time I go online, I'm always coming up against hostility and abuse, and then when I go to work I face even more hostility and abuse, and it's fucking everywhere I turn at the moment, right? That's friggin' hard. It really is hard. And then the most natural thing to do is to sit there and go, well, maybe I'm the common denominator here, right? In this regard, Sag, that's not true. That is not true at all. Because see here, with this combination, you're trying so hard to be compassionate, to be understanding, to allow others to just, you know, get on with their own thing. For the most part as well, you even do keep yourself to yourself, right? And yet you're still facing what feels like an onslaught of hostility and negativity. Okay, I'm gonna say here, Sag, quite confidently, this isn't you. This isn't you. This is them, right? I'm not sitting here making excuses. I can see the cards for myself. I can feel out the energy. This is saying you feel like you're fighting a losing battle because you've been putting a lot of good out there. Okay, you've been doing a lot of good things here. What's the response that you're getting? This bullshit right here. And it's no wonder that you're feeling out of alignment. okay? I'm a firm believer. It is going to sound a bit weird or a bit woo, but I am a firm believer in not all of us are from the same place. Do you know what I mean? And I don't like to think that way, because it can translate as, oh, you just think that you're better than everyone else. And that's not the case at all, right? Some people are not from the same place as you or me. Like, that much is evident. It is crystal fucking clear. And they can't be helped, Sag. They can't be saved, right? I can see here that you're trying. You're trying so hard to help certain people that without putting too much, I don't know, like mystical language on it or something. They're demons. You cannot help demons or demonic people. Do you know what I mean? You just can't do it. You could be the nicest fucking person on the entire planet, right? When you're dealing with people like that, do you see what I mean? It's like there is no love in the world. There is no compassion in the world. There is no... I don't even know at this point. It's never going to be enough for demonic influences like that. Okay, I didn't, sorry Sag, I tried so hard not to put mystical language on it, okay, because I hate that shit myself. But when you're looking at this energy, you're looking at the cards and you're like, man, even in spite of your very best efforts, Sag, you're still not getting through to certain people. And they still are insisting on making you feel as crap as possible. And there's, honestly, Sag, there's no need for it. There really isn't, okay? There is no helping people like that. And at this point, even if you're related to them, do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it's someone that you grew up with or you're actually related to, or if it's like a client or a customer or a boss. It doesn't really make a difference who this person or who these people are, a stranger off the street, right? They do not have the right to run around treating people like that, disturbing their sense of selves, their inner peace, pulling other people out of alignment. Nobody has got the right to treat another human being that way. And the situation that you're dealing with this week, Sag, is literally someone, and I definitely feel that this is multiple people this week, seem to think that they've got the God-given right to treat you like a piece of shit. You can probably hear it in my voice because I'm not very good at being able to conceal my emotions. Like, I can't do that shit. You can hear how pissed off I'm getting. Because that is, honestly, it is outrageous. It is absolutely outrageous that they seem to think that they have got the right. They don't have the right at all. Okay. Sag, please, if you take nothing, like if you only take one thing away from this reading, because I don't know what else is going to come out yet, make this one thing it. You're going to have to cut your losses with people like that. Okay. Like, Spirit is literally saying here, you're going to have to let people like that go. Let them find their own way. Okay. You cannot save them. You absolutely cannot. In fact, again, at the risk of sounding cheesy as fuck, and I do apologize for that, see, with that inner life, inner world, the only one that you can save in this equation is going to be yourself and your own sanity and your own heart and your own opportunities in life. Okay. Why is this happening? Radical self-acceptance. There it is. You are perceived the way that you perceive yourself. This one is actually a very hard-hitting card, right? It's not just the words that's on it. I'll hold it up for you. Don't know if that's going to focus. There's a very subtle but very, very deep message in this card. You might not see it straight away. I mean, some women might see it straight away, but some men might not. This woman in this card has actually had a mastectomy. If you look closer. Okay. So she's had a mastectomy. That is a horrendous thing for anyone to go through, right? Because that can make a woman feel like she has been stripped potentially of her womanhood, okay? Because that's obviously that's how we nurture our babies. Do you know what I mean? So to have something effectively life-given being surgically removed, it can be quite a horrendous thing to happen, right? And then, of course, you've got the follow-on side effects from that of, oh man, now look at me, I've got this massive scar and there's a part of me literally missing, and right? And then the way that other people perceive you, and you know how some people can just be really disgusting and judgmental, and, you know, body shame and all those really vile, awful things. I think that's why they've illustrated this card that way, because the point is, Sag, what you have been through and what you have survived, and the fact that you're still determined to be a fucking good person and a decent human being in spite of everything that you yourself have been through, right? You probably are trying to help others so that they don't end up experiencing the shit that you yourself went through. The fact that you're still determined to be kind-hearted and a decent human being, and then you're still, do you know what I mean? Like you're still getting shit thrown at you. That takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of guts, a lot of courage. And not everybody has the ability to get to know themselves on that deep level, to the point where there is that radical self-acceptance. Okay. Now, when it says you're perceived, so you're perceived by others the way that you perceive yourself. While we don't get to choose the way that other people treat us, our power lies in how much you're willing to put up with. So how much have you been putting up with, Sag, that you've not spoken about and you've not corrected them? Do you know what I mean? So you don't get to choose the way that others treat you. What you do get to choose is how long they continue that behavior for. Honestly, Sag, your catalytic energy is telling me that you're needing to put your foot down with a lot of people. You need to make it crystal fucking clear to them that the way that they are treating you, the way that they assume that they can treat you, is not appropriate. It is not acceptable. And that you do, yes, love yourself enough to be able to stand up for yourself, put those boundaries in place. Okay? This is one of those occasions, Sag, where you being polite to ignorant assholes is not going to be helpful. And in fact, you being polite to those they're just going to see that as permission to continue their disrespect. Do you know what I mean? Radical self-acceptance. There you go, the King of Cups. Right there. And the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you've got something coming in here with this Page of Pentacles. And honestly, I feel like it's more to do with an opportunity. Okay. You're no longer putting up with the bare minimum. What is this opportunity that's coming in for a Sag? This part of this catalytic energy, please. What is this? Oh, okay. Strength. That one's come out ever so slightly squiffy. And the Hanged Man. Right. Yeah. This is about your own integrity. There's also something to do with this opportunity. It feels like it's entirely unfamiliar ground for you, this opportunity, right? It feels like it is going to take a lot of confidence on your part to indulge, I guess, to indulge in this opportunity. I also feel that this opportunity is going to add additional skills under your belt. Okay. Somebody is learning how to play a musical instrument. I don't know what that's about. I mean, listen, Sag, if you've had a hankering to pick up a musical instrument, it could be for like the first time ever, or the first time in 20 years, 30 years, whatever. Go for it. Okay, I don't know why that message is coming through, but someone here is very, very, very musically inclined. And you might not have done it in a while due to previous negative judgment and comments and all the rest. Go for it. Okay. It's the weirdest thing. So I never get that kind of message from the Strength card. Right, but I'm looking at that and I'm getting the message here of you going, oh man, I don't know if I should do that again, or I don't know if I want to even try that because I know I'm not going to be very good at it. And listen, when we're doing something for the first time ever, it doesn't matter what it is, or if we're doing something for the first time in a very fucking long time, we're not going to be able to ace it the first time. Right, that's literally part of being human. Okay, everything takes a lot of practice to get really, really good at it. Do you know what I mean? The first version of anything that we do is going to be crap, right? I feel that this one is saying for you to give yourself the best chance possible, for you not to take yourself too seriously. Don't be expecting perfection. Just do it for the fun of doing it, okay? Do it for the, do you know what I mean? Do it for the joy of doing it. It's like you don't have anything to prove to anybody, not even to yourself. Hangman perspective. Okay, would you really be living in your own integrity if you didn't do this thing, whatever it is that you've got this hankering to do, out of fear? Oh, well, you know, it's not really very mainstream or whatever. Who gives a shit? Right? Who gives a shit? As long as it brings enjoyment into your life, that's all that really matters. So yeah, definitely look at it from a different perspective here. Okay. And that King of Cups is there as a metaphor for what it is that you love, where it is that you're creating enjoyment in your life. Because remember, it's all catalytic energy. Like all of this section here is catalyst. Okay. What's going on in your blind spot? Home. May your body be where a harmonious balance of love, strength, light and pleasure lives. So yeah, your body, your physical body is your soul's home. Okay? And that needs to be a harmonious place for you. And I do very much suspect here that somebody has been facing a lot of body shaming and a lot of negativity, potentially about like how they look, okay, which again is fucking disgusting. Nobody has got the right to do that to another human being, like at all, ever. Okay, so whatever it is that you're wanting to change up about yourself, you've got to make sure that you're doing it for you, not because you're trying to meet these demons' expectations. Do you know what I mean? Like classic one. And I'm going to give you a bit of a personal story here. I used to have, in my two front teeth, I used to have a gap, right, in my teeth. And as a child, we were only ever taken to the dentist one time, right, throughout all of my childhood. One time. Nowhere near enough. And that, he was actually struck off for malpractice. But he was like, oh, nah, the NHS isn't going to touch her. It's too much work is needed, right? Which was completely false. But alcoholic mother, she took that as a sign of, oh, yeah, like lost cause type thing. So as an adult, like, I am obsessed about seeing the dentist regular. And I managed to, for myself, have the dentist fix that gap in between my teeth. That is gone, right? And I love it. But I was horrifically bullied. You know what kids are like, horrifically bullied throughout all of my school years because of this gap in my teeth. A couple of years later, it became fashionable, but go figure. The point being, anything that you're trying to change up for yourself, Sag, it has to be for you, not because other people made you feel horrific about yourself to the point where you felt forced to change things up about yourself. Do you know what I mean? Because my response used to be to these bullies, yeah, well, you don't like looking at it, and guess what? I'm the one that has to live with it, and I don't like it fucking either, so go screw yourself, right? And then the first opportunity that I had as an adult, I went ahead and got it fixed. Because it was true, I didn't like it either, right? But I didn't do it for them or to prove anything to them. I couldn't give a fuck about them. Like, they're all a bunch of nobodies now anyway. A lot of them are in jail. Like, most of them are gone through overdoses and whatnot, right? So, again, it just goes to show the types of people that they were. Do you know what I mean? So everything that you're doing, Sag, it needs to be for you. It needs to be for your benefit. It needs to add something to your life because you're the one that's wanting to do it, not because you're feeling pressured to do it, right? Home. Your body's just a vehicle, man. It's just a fucking vehicle. It's meat, bone and sinew. Do you know what I mean? It rots, it ages, it falls apart. So fuck. The soul is eternal, right? You got this body. You might not have chosen the body that you're in, but that's what you got, right? You cannot allow other people make you feel like crap because of that. I mean, literally to hell with them. Your body is a harmonious place, and if it isn't, you need to make it so. For you. And engage in things that you like to do. And engage with people where you enjoy their company, not because you're being expected to. Right? Oh, the Six of Wands after all that. Yeah. The Six of Wands in your blind spot. recognition. Okay, there could be some sort of an achievement here, right? You could be reaching some significant achievement. Either way, I'm going to be honest with you, Sag, and it's in your blind spot. Here you go. You got the Six of Wands and the Magician. You know, the vast majority of people are not thinking this way about you at all. Did you know that? No, you didn't, because that's in your blind spot. Okay, so if you're one of these individuals that's been bullied your entire life because apparently of the way that you look or whatever, actually, Sag, the vast majority of people that do see you are attracted to you, and you didn't even know that. Ain't that some crazy shit? Here's the thing about the loudest minority. They are literally the loudest minority. So please remember that. Okay, the vast majority of people are actually thinking the entire total opposite to that. Okay. What's working for you? Radical curiosity. And look, they're playing the flute. I love it. Seeing as if for the first time, every time. Right? So be curious, stay curious. Looking at life, again, sorry to sound cheesy, Sag, as a world full of potential and opportunities. Looking at life as a bit of a playground. Oh, I wonder what will happen if I try this, or if I try that, or if I do this, if I do that. And just friggin' going for it. Okay. Radical curiosity and radical self-acceptance. I love that combination for you. Nine of Wands. Let me just check that nothing else flipped over there, because it definitely felt like it did. Let me just see. No. Okay. Nine of Wands and the Star. You know what, Sag? What's working for you? Test your own resolve. It sounds really weird to say. Test your own resolve, because you're going to be very pleasantly surprised. Definitely do stay curious. Okay. You know what the Star is. Star is wish fulfillment. Goals achieved. Turning that bullshit there into fuel. Okay. Turning it into fuel to test your own resolve. That's the key to your success there. Okay, how this is likely going to play out. You're going to leave a lot of people very confused, Sag. Again, I love it. I absolutely love it. Growth hurts, it heals and harnesses a way through uncertainty. Okay, so not only are you going to surprise yourself, right? I feel like there is a different type of confidence that you're about to experience. Okay, confidence about yourself, your own abilities, about your position in the world. Okay. Yes, when we are our most uncomfortable is typically where we do a lot of our growth, right? It's a cliche because it's true, right? People don't grow as individuals when everything comes to them easy, right? In fact, some of the most ungrateful people I've ever met in my life have basically had everything handed to them on a silver platter since day birth, right? I'm certain you guys have met people like that plenty as well, right? You know, the type that just bitch, moan and complain about absolutely everything and nothing's ever good enough for them and na. Do you know what I mean? Usually it's because they've had literally everything handed to them. Like they've never had to work a day in their life. They've never had to struggle. Do you know what I mean? It's those that have had to claw their way up themselves that typically are the nicest, most grateful, most level-headed individuals and the most loving individuals you could ever hope to meet. And Sag, that's literally who you are. That is literally who you are. You're leaving a lot of people very confused, and that's a good thing, because I tell you what, that demonic energy there, those demonic people, they were sure that they had you. Do you know what I mean? They were sure that you would forever stay in this misalignment mode. Right? Feels a little bit like mob rule. But you're not going to remain stuck at all. Can you tell us more? Thank you. Yeah, see the King of Wands. Empress. Did you know that the Emperor or the Empress closer towards the end of your reading signifies that there is a very positive outlook for you, Sag? This is growth, this is abundance, it's fertility, it's the creation of new life, right? You're creating a new life. There could literally be a child here, right? A baby. Or this could be a metaphor for your life in general. You're actively creating it. You then got the Five of Cups and the Hierophant. This is a refusal to be discouraged from your current path, from your current journey. You're absolutely refusing to be discouraged. You're pulling back your power here. At the bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands, yeah. So at the moment, you might well be at this bit of a crossroads thinking, I don't have the confidence to try this, right? Maybe I should just quit while I'm ahead. How about you fucking don't? Right? How about you don't quit while you're ahead? How about you metaphorically do cross that bridge and don't look back? How about that? Because you definitely do have what it takes, Sag. You definitely do. You have a healing message for Sag, please. Is that one there? Cleansing. Moonrise and cleansing. 84. Okay, it says drawing this card suggests that you've been through a very difficult situation from which you're now finally emerging. Even though you're nearing the end of this challenging period of your life, you still have energetic cords or attachments that you need to clear from your life. Think of them as energetic debris that needs to be washed away by time and intention. Just as we can see the moon rise nearly every night in the skies, so too are nearly always able to process upsets with some effort. Hold on, that didn't make sense to me. Just as we can see the moon rise nearly every night in the sky, so you too are nearly always able to process upsets with some effort. I think what they mean with that, Sag, is you can see the moon in the night sky almost every night. So you can almost guarantee that you're going to see the moon. So therefore, you can almost guarantee that you're going to be okay, right? That you're always able to process upsets with some effort. You need to carry out this cleansing of your body, mind and spirit, or you risk remaining stuck in the past. Sit under the moonbeams and ask her to cleanse you. Ask Archangel Michael to cut your cords to the past. Take regular salt baths, and most importantly, set the intention that you're cleansing yourself of the past so that you may face a happier present and a brighter future. Once you've cleansed, you can start over in a way that you may not have even believed was possible. Okay, additional meanings for this card. Something in this situation needs cleared. Use sage to clear your home energetically. You're emerging cleansed. Integrity and truth will win the day. Be kind, but also honest. Okay. What I can get from that one, Sag, is clear your energies from this demonic shit there. Cut cords, cut ties. And again, I hate to sound cheesy, but have more faith in your own abilities to succeed. Okay, I definitely get the impression that certain people have been filling your head full of so much shit that you might not have the confidence at the moment, at least. You definitely regain it, though. Definitely. Right, so for a little bit of light-hearted fun, let's take a look at the Swear Tarot. Yeah, the Angel of Fresh Air says to open your windows and let the shit out. And an important achievement is worth the fucking effort. Yeah, so, Sag, you are worth the effort. Okay, what this is here that you're about to start, about to do, wanting to achieve, it's definitely worth the fucking effort. Okay, but yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. For personal reads with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. If that reading was helpful for you, Sag, I definitely would appreciate a cheeky wee like on my video. That's going to help me out so much, and thank you so much to everybody who has been interacting with my channel. I genuinely appreciate every single one of you, so thank you. Also in my description box below you will find information for our fantastic sponsors, Otter Spirit, and they make these gorgeous gemstone bracelets. There is a discount code in my description box below with the link as well, so definitely do go check them out if you've got time as well. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.